it's no secret that Brian Harsin, in part, left Boise because he appeared to be frustrated with resources and conference and all that stuff. I won't get into those details, but as you negotiated this package for not only just you, but the entire Boise State program, how much growth do you think you got in terms of the negotiations, in terms of support, everything from interns to salary pool to assistant coaches to contracts for assistants? Do you feel, you obviously feel comfortable with the growth because you wouldn't have taken the job, but was there growth in the support for Boise State football during your negotiations to become the head football coach?
There's no question without saying it. I mean, it's obvious. We feel way more than comfortable. We feel elated to be a part of this. We feel we're very humbled by the opportunity to be a part of what's next and where we go from here. The vision, the plan of the president, of the new AD, that inspired us to hear and learn about it. As we worked through what it would look like for us to help and come be a part of this team, the leadership, as we work through certain numbers, understanding the financial difficulties that come from the year of COVID-19 and the ramifications on many different areas, not just the finances of college sports, but in many ways too, the mental health and how we will move forward from here. And we feel extremely confident about being on this team with the leadership from the top, from the president to the AD. And we know this, we do know this. This is a thriving community. This is one of the fastest growing communities in the nation. Filled with great people. We intend to engage in them. We intend to show them our passion. And we feel very strong that they will show us their passion as well.
Voice of the Broncos, Bob Beeler, followed by Tim Booth with the Associated Press.
Andy, we're so happy to have you, Summer, and the girls back in Boise, and appreciate time here this morning. Just wanted to ask you, you were part of a coaching change as a player where you saw Coach Cutter leave, Coach Hawkins come in, and you saw Coach Harsin come in. What does it take to be a successful coach in a time of transition, get the ball started rolling right in the spring and have a really good first season?
Well, it's good to hear your voice. The number one thing is engagement. It starts with us. Even though we have prior relationships, it starts with us engaging all the student athletes. Whether we have prior relationships, we will not assume anything. We will work to communicate, again, understand these young men's why so that we can help them grow forward. We will reestablish relationships and or make those with the parents that we don't know. That is vitally important to us. It's important that we move forward with clarity and an understanding. We cannot set high standards. We cannot have a humble and hungry mentality. We cannot develop at the rate that we want to develop at if we don't engage and establish these relationships. Being away for a couple years, there is a little bit of a gap where we don't know all the student athletes here, and that is more than fine. We look forward to re-engaging with all the student athletes, regardless if we had prior relationships or if we haven't. And that is the most important thing, and it's not just within the football program. This is within the athletic department as well. There's a lot of men and women that work in this athletic department that we've known for a long time. And we are excited to come back and use those relationships and understandings of each other and know that we have each other's back to help propel ourselves forward, to achieve our goals, to accomplish our mission as an athletic department.
As you get set to try to pick a staff coach and get out on the recruiting trail, give us an idea of what the first week or so is going to look like for you.
Well, the recruiting trail is very different these days, but that is one thing from being in a place like Oregon. We have a good idea of what the landscape looks like with the COVID ramifications on recruiting and things we can do to be innovating, things we can do to still identify, further evaluate, and engage and connect with future student athletes and their families. Obviously, we have a lot of things to do in terms of organization within the structure of our staff, where we move forward, how we move forward, and with who. And we're excited about that.
Tim Booth with the AP, followed by Chris Vanini with the Athletic.
Hey, Andy, congratulations on getting the job. Brian clearly had some issues concerns about the program's future moving forward in the Mountain West. I'm curious, how do you view the best ways for the program under your leadership to move forward? And is the Mountain West still the best place for Boise State football?
You know, those are all great questions. Those are all discussions to be had here, and to collaborate and align ourselves with our leadership and really truly find out what is the best path. What's next? What should Boise State do next? Well, I know what we need to do right now, and that's what we're going to focus on. Where we are right now and what we are doing right now is what's important. As we move forward, we can have those further discussions. But where we're at right now, as we spoke about, is all we ever concern ourselves with. And if we focus on where we're at right now, how we're doing it, how we're working together, our state of mind, and how we treat each other, how we compete, we'll worry about the rest later.